Hold on a second. Yes, mortal, I'm talking to you. Are you really sure you know what you're doing there? Cutting a person's life thread results in death. And that's irreversible. Clotho, say something. Lachesis, don't interfere with the human's decisions, sister. As goddesses of fate, we are supposed to remain neutral observers. Am I right, Atropos? Atropos reminded her sisters that they were arguing to no avail. The mortal's choice had been predetermined long ago. Oh, Atropos, can't you speak like a normal person for once? Atropos found her speech quite normal and declined to dignify the remark with a response. So, human, what will it be? Remember, Sunshine, you don't have to do this. The human turned to Atropos, hoping for a solution to the dilemma, but no answer was forthcoming. What are you waiting for, mortal? Make your choice. I don't like this part of the story. Me neither, to be honest. And yet it had to be told.
What? Wait, I remember this place.
We were here together many times.
Right. What did you call it again?
The world in between. We thought it a fitting locale for our encounters. I mean, a mortal woman and death.
Encounters. Ah, charming as always, Thanatos. These shadows on the wall. Are they the souls you couldn't...
Yes. They are trapped here forever, reminding me of my mistake.
You have to forgive yourself, Thanatos.
I would much prefer to leave the past in the past.
You won't ever change, will you?
Death is as unchangeable as it is inevitable.
Now show yourself already! Ugh, there's no reason to put on an act with me.
Hello, Morwen. You look...
Dead?
I am afraid so.
What about Prim? Is she...
The child is all right. There is no need to worry.
No, she's not. She needs someone by her side. Especially now. Remember what the goddesses of fate said when she was born? A power over life and death would awaken in her, as soon as...
As soon as she turns 16, I know. Forgetting things is not in my nature.
Listen to me. Up until now, it wasn't a problem for you to keep to yourself and do your thing. We got along just fine without you. But now things have changed. She needs help.
Well, I have heard the orphanages these days are not as bad as people make them out to be.
Is this all a cosmic joke to you? She's your daughter too.
How am I supposed to take care of a child? You know who I am.
I know you have your responsibilities, but your daughter is one of them now. She needs you. I need you. So you'll have to find a way to make it work. Promise me you'll take care of her. Promise me!
So be it. I promise.
Good. And you be nice to her, you hear?
Fine. I will try.
Then I think I'm ready for whatever comes next.
Goodbye, Morwen. Safe travels. I will need to make preparations before transporting the child to my realm. Death has a daughter. This is ridiculous.
In the land of the living, Prim didn't have the slightest idea that Thanatos, the god of death, was already on his way to her.
The girl's mind was engulfed in a haze of grief, for her beloved mother Morwen had passed away in a terrible accident only weeks before.
Mourning makes mortals do strange things. In Prim's case, she did what any 15-year-old would do.
Go somewhere forbidden.
This is it. Mom's secret hideaway. She never let me up here.
Prim? Are you sure this is a good idea? It's really dark up there.
Don't chicken out again, Tris.
Can't we at least wait for better weather? This storm is making everything twice as creepy.
Oh, come on, scaredy pants. You promised don't bail out now.
Do I really have to?
Tristan, please. This is important to me. Going through Mom's things might help me feel close to her. Even if it's just for a moment.
Oh, fine. But I'm staying on the ladder. Whoa! What is all this?
I have no idea, but we're here to find out. I hope the chicken this monstrosity came from is just as big. Otherwise, ouch. I really hope Mom didn't put that thing in my crib, although that could explain the nightmares. I wonder where this is. Mom usually didn't take pictures of houses. She was more of a portrait photographer. I never knew Mom was into music. It probably wasn't hers. A bag of mole food? That's strange. This part of the attic is so dark, I won't be able to find anything without some light. And we all know the coolest things are hidden in the darkest places. Strange. The floor makes a different sound here.
The floor at our house does that all the time.
And you should really get that fixed. It drives me up a wall.
Madame can move to a hotel anytime she pleases.
Ha ha. You do know I'm thankful you and your family took me in. I mean it.
Even with my dad doing his weird magic tricks all the time? It's so embarrassing.
A price I'm willing to pay to avoid homelessness.
And to live with your best friend.
Yes, that too. Hey, I mean, at least you know your dad. Mom never told me anything about mine. So, what's this under my feet? It's not raining cats and dogs. More like lions and wolves. That's Tristan's place. We were neighbors for as far back as I can remember. After Mom died, his family took me in. Jackpot! A box! And a present? It must be for my birthday.
But isn't your birthday next week?
In 3 days and 2 hours, to be precise. Mom planned ahead. Oh. It's like these things were waiting here for me. What a strange box. It's surprisingly heavy for its size. I can't lift it. But I can try to open it. It's locked, but there's no keyhole. Only a skull-shaped notch. There must be a way to get it open. I'm sure Mom hid something around here. Why don't you come up here and help me?
No, thank you.
Oh, really? What is it this time? Your fear of the dark or your fear of enclosed spaces?
But both. And don't forget the spiders.
Tris, behind you! A three-headed dog!
A what?
Don't worry. It already ate a little kid today.
Ha. Ha.
Mom's camera. It meant the world to her, and she wanted me to have it. Mom's beloved instant camera. It has the brightest flash I've ever seen. This part of the attic is so dark, I won't be able to find anything without some light. And we all know the coolest things are... I shouldn't randomly... What a strange idea. Let's see if we can shed some light on the matter. Oh, it looks like the batteries are dead. I should ask Tristan if he can get me some. Tristan, can you get me some batteries for the camera? They're in the living room.
Sure.
But be careful.
You know me. I'm graceful as a...
Whoa! I'm okay.
He'll never learn.
Here's the batteries. And a cookie.
Thanks. That should do the trick. I don't want to take a photo of this. Let's try it again. I should have a look at the photo. Maybe I can spot something interesting. So that's what it looks like over there. More boxes. Wow. But wait, what's that shiny thing? Something must have reflected the flash. I'm sure I can find it in the dark now. A necklace? Must have been Mom's. I didn't know her taste was so morbid. Not a good idea. Look what I found, Tris.
Wow. All this fuss for a dusty old chain?
I don't know. Just look at this skull. I think it means something.
Yeah, it means we should get out of here.
Are you sure you're all right, Triss?
Don't worry about it. I'm so used to getting hurt, I barely feel it anymore.
It's locked, but there's no keyhole. Only a skull-shaped notch. There must be a way to get it open. I'm sure Mom hid something around here. The tiny skull fits right into this little notch. Let's see what's in here. What? What was that?
Okay, things are getting way too strange up here. Prim, can we go now? Please?
You know what? You go ahead. I need a few minutes alone anyway.
Are you sure?
Yep, but leave me some cookies.
You better make it quick.
They say time heals all wounds. Yet grief is not so simple. The pain lingers, a persistent ache that refuses to fade away. But it transforms, shifts shape, becomes a more tolerable burden. The comfort of a friend, a soft bed, or a plate of cookies can make all the difference in the world. Because let's face it, cookies make everything better.
It's full of instant photos. What a surprise! Mom took her camera with her everywhere, and guess who was her favorite subject? Oh, here she is, my mom, Morwen. Oh, beautiful, wasn't she? Oh, that was after Tristan's weird obsession with becoming a rope dancer. Didn't end too well for him, to no one's surprise. He really is one big doofus. But he's my doofus. What the heck? Who is this? Okay. What's that shining behind those boxes? What's that strange light? What's that? I'll move these out of the way. Whoa. Nobody's gonna believe this.
Curious, but not without fear, Prim approached the circle of light that had manifested right in front of her.
Before she could reach it, there he was. Out of the portal stepped a hooded skeleton with eyes as black as the darkest night.
And in a voice that sounded more in Prim's head than in her ears, the monster spoke to her.
I am Death, your father, and from now on, you are my ward.
Humans have absolutely no idea what to do when they encounter the Grim Reaper. So, after carefully weighing up all their options, most of them pick the obvious thing and just drop dead. In Prim's case, Thanatos had made sure that wouldn't happen. Thus, when she met him, she only died a little bit. And she changed. Just enough so that he could take her to his realm.
And as she was carried into the portal by her long-absent father, Prim left behind a whole life, a faithful friend, and a broken camera.
Prim? Prim?
No matter how often or how loudly Tristan called her name, Prim was nowhere to be found.
Oh, poor dear.
Little did Prim know she had been transported to a place where mortals can only go once their life has come to an end. The realm of the dead.
Well, happy birthday to me, I guess.
Can I come in?
As if you wouldn't if I said no.
Is it a bad time?
Since you kidnapped me, it's always a bad time.
We have already discussed this countless times.
Yes, but you never listen.
I know today is a special day for you. I assume you and your mother celebrated your...
What do you care? You killed her.
I do not kill anyone, Prim. People manage that all on their own. I just help their souls pass into the afterlife.
Then why can't I go see her?
We've already talked about this. Your mother has moved on, across the river, to Elysium. That is where my sphere of influence ends, and yours too. She is beyond our reach. So, I wanted you to have this. It's not wrapped like you might be used to, but it has been passed on in our family from generation to...
What am I supposed to do with a stupid pocket knife?
Well, for one, it's not a knife, it's a scythe.
Whatever. You're gone all day just to finally show up with a gift that's as useless as all the other trash you expect me to waste my time with.
I understand you are not in the mood for talking right now. I will return later. I'm late for work anyway.
Wait.
Yes?
You've been absent all my life. How do you have the right to decide for me now?
I had to go away to fulfill my duty here. Your mother understood this.
Don't act like you knew her.
But I did. After we ended our liaison...
Liaison? Oh, God, spare me the details. That's an image I don't want.
We agreed that you would remain with her in the land of the living, and I would return to my obligations. But now she is gone, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are. There's nothing to do here. Do you expect me to sit around all day?
I knew I would not be able to spend much time with you. So, in anticipation of your arrival, I have gathered a wide array of playthings, reading material, and educational items for you. It is more than any child could want.
But I'm not a child. Can't you get that into your big, dumb, dead, hollow head? What would I do with a rocking horse?
It is a toy with an interesting history. The earliest examples can be traced back to the Middle Ages. The functionality is both simple and timeless. You climb into the saddle, and by shifting your weight back and forth, you...
It's useless. Talking to you is useless, Thanatos. I don't belong here.
All souls belong here, eventually. It is the natural order of things.
Oh, taking a girl hostage. Very natural.
You are not a hostage. I am your father. Now that your mother can no longer care for you, the duty has fallen to me, and I can only do it in my realm. I must not neglect my work.
But
Enough! My decision is final.
I had a life, and you stole it from me. I had a friend.
There are plenty of beings in my realm. I will allow you to meet them, so you can make new friends. But only once you stop your fruitless attempts to escape, of course.
You can wait for that till you drop dead.
Very funny.
Can't I at least visit Tristan?
You absolutely cannot. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I can look after myself.
That is not what I mean.
So, what do you mean?
You might have changed.
Oh, you mean the hair? That's not bad, actually.
No, that is not it. Have you noticed any other changes in your body lately?
Ugh, Thanatos, gross!
I assume that is a no.
That is a mind your own damn business. Everything you say just sounds like a feeble excuse to me. You abandoned us. My whole life, I didn't have a father. And sometimes that sucked pretty hard. But all in all, I was okay. I had Mom. Do you know what's even worse than not having a father? Finding out you do have one, and he's a huge disappointment. And you can bet your oversized gothic bathrobe I'm gonna find a way to get back with or without your help.
You will address me with respect. If I had spoken to my father like this, he would have...
Oh, was your daddy mean to you? Is that how you got this way?
Enough! I tried my best to be nice to her, Morwen, just as I promised. And now see where it has gotten us. I knew it. The very idea of Death having a child is absurd. I have more important things to do. I think it is best you stay safe in your room. You will not leave until I allow it.
Fine.
Fine.
Wow. He really did lock the door from the outside. Oh, I have to find a way to get back home. But first, I need to get out of this room. What was that?